This is Patty's Peach Cobbler Extra Cuss. As you can see, half of it is gone. Because somebody ate my Patty's pie. My Patty's Peach Cobbler. I was going to put it in the oven, but there's no need. You know, I had this little piece right here, but all this other, somebody else ate it. They ate the girl's pie. Wanted to try it for the first time with my viewers. Guess what? Somebody else already tried it. It's going to be my first time trying it. So just took me a piece over here and warmed it up, and let's see how this works. Now, this is the extra cuss, y'all. Wait a minute. The hair want to come play with you guys. I don't need the hair to play. I need it to stay back there. And I have this on because it's cold. It's very, very cold in my house. I have a big window right here, and it's chilly. I got the heater on, but it's barely working. So, Patty's Peach Cobbler Extra Cuss. That's a peach. It's good. Patty. Girl. Patty, your pie good. It's very savory. Patty, I want to come over your house, and I want some of this pie made out of your kitchen, out of your oven with your love. Because if they put it in this box and set on somebody's shelf, and it's good, this ain't even in the oven. It's out of the microwave. This is some good pie, Patty. Patty, you showing out too. You got good banana pudding. You got good pie, peach pie, cobbler with the extra crust. Patty, you making all the money, girl. This is good, y'all. Patty pie, peach cobbler, extra crust is delicious. One more bite. One more bite. Just one. Patty, Patty, say my name. Patty, Patty. What's her name? Patty, Patty. Patty, this is good. All that and some. So let's get on to this topic. That's kind of cold. So you'll see me do this. And you're going to see me up in person in the camera. Because this is a good topic. One of my subscribers wanted me to discuss this, and when the subscriber gave it to me, I'm like, I like it. I actually like it a lot. Girl, the people needs to talk about it with shade. Good topic. Thank you, subscriber, for this topic. And thank you, Patty, for that good pie. That pie is delicious. But on to the serious tip. Let's talk about today's topic. And it's carrying the weight of others. Plain and simple. Carrying the weight of others. And, you know, oftentimes we find ourselves carrying the weight of others and don't even realize it. Like we don't. We're trying to be there for someone, or we're trying to be optimistic or whatever, and just trying to make sure that person is good, when all the time, guess what we're becoming? That person's crutch. So think about a crutch. The purpose of a crutch is when a limb is broken, and you take that crutch, and guess what? You're going to lean on it. And that crutch is supposed to help you. But eventually, if you're able to, you're supposed to come off that crutch. But sometimes you never get off the crutch. So you don't want to be the person that's the crutch. Because guess what? It's draining. Period. It is draining. It drains you, and you're no help for the other person. Because guess what? You guys are waddling. moping and weary and somebody else's problems. Don't get me wrong, we all have problems. But guess what? We have to learn how to cope. And we cannot put our problems on someone else. It's not their problem. They can be a listening ear and they can give you advice, but don't put your burdens on them and don't allow someone to put their burdens on you. No. If you feel that you're getting sucked in and you're getting drained, release. Release. Unsnap. Let it go. Let it flow. No. Because I can't, I won't, and I'm not gonna let you give me your burdens. Because I got my own. In life, it ain't as simple as Patti's Peach Pie. It's not. You know, we lose some, we win some, we gain. We got to go through something. And I need to go through my own journey and failures to get to where I need to be in life. Now, we can conversate, but I can't carry your burdens. And guess what? You can't carry mine. So for this topic, I really liked it. And I jotted down some notes because I wanted to make sure that I kind of touched on everything that I wanted to touch on. And yeah, this is a good topic because we oftentimes trying to be optimistic, you know, to other people, and we don't realize we're being sucked. So we don't want to find ourselves being sucked into somebody else's problem. It's okay to listen and be helpful, but if you find yourself constantly trying to build somebody, and every time you talk to them, you constantly have to give these words of affirmation, and you constantly have to try to pick them up, and the more you're trying to uplift them, the more sorrier they get, the sadder they get. Then you gotta stop and be like, okay, talk to you later. You know what I'm saying? Because you find yourself, oh, woe is me. It can't be woe is you and me. You don't want to be the problem carrier. You got a problem, put it on my back. You got a problem, put it on my back. You got a problem, put it on my back. Guess what I come? The problem carrier. So my back, I'm like this, and I'm carrying everybody else's problem and my problems, and I'm just carrying them. Snap out of that. Get it together. No. You can be a listening ear, but you have to know when enough is enough, and you have to know when you cannot carry dead weight. Dead weight is heavy. It ain't good for you. Period. Okay. So, emotionally, you have to be stable, and you have to be in a good place. And you have to be in a good place and even give advice. And if you find that you're not in a good place, please don't try to give advice to somebody else or be there for them, because guess what? Misery loves company. You're going to become each other misery. And y'all going to be in good company, just miserable. Somebody got to have enough sense to get out of it. Got to. And sometimes when a person is just constantly in their misery, they don't have any intention on helping themselves. It starts with you. You have to look at yourself and you have to help yourself, because it starts with you. If I can't help myself, I can't help anybody else. And if I can't help myself, I can't expect y'all to tell me to complain with y'all. Want to complain, it needs to stay in the back where it belongs. If I can't help myself, I'm not any good. And there's no point in me bringing my problems to anybody else. It's not worth it. And you are not responsible for anybody else's burden. It's not your responsibility. It's not. Everyone is responsible for their own burden. Period. Period. Because whatever burden we have is our journey, it's our story, it's our achievement. It's up to us to overcome it. Um, a lot of times you carry people burden because you feel sorry for them. And you want more for them than they want for themselves. Again, it goes back to self love. You have to want it for yourself. It's just like the Bible. My granny always say you have to get it for yourself. I can't get it for you. You got to get it for yourself. In life, this is your journey. This is your personal journey. This is your story. I can't tell your story. You can't tell your story. Can't nobody tell that story but you. You can tell your story. Can't nobody else tell it. And they can try to tell it, but they can't tell it better than you. So that's one. And oftentimes, when a person has burden, they're struggling from maybe anxiety. And guess what? Anxiety is unresolved fear. That's it. Unresolved fear. It brings us anxiety. They got medicine for that too, by the way. It's okay. It's okay. We can talk about it. We can get you some medicine for it too. However you want to do it. Sadness. A person can be sad. You want to know what's sad? Pretty much sums it up. It's hurt or loss. Hurt or loss makes you sad. Then it goes in deeper to anger. Quick-tempered, ready to fight, mad. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready type vibe. It's not healthy. That's pretty much unexpressed anger. It's unexpressed. So now you just find the outlet and you're taking it out on anybody and everybody. Used to be a commercial say, depression. Who does it hurt? Where does it hurt? How does it hurt? And it's everybody and everyone, and including yourself. Sometimes you can go through a depression till you're sick. There's nothing wrong with you, but depression makes you sick. It makes you literally sick. Depression is real, and we have to be mindful, and we have to know when to get help. It's okay to get professional help. People get paid. People go to school. Sometimes you need an unbiased opinion, and you just need somebody to talk to. Sometimes you need a sounding board. I tell one of the ladies I talk to all the time, sometimes we just vent. I just need a sounding board. I don't need your opinion. I don't need your thoughts. I just need to get it out. Once I get it out and I hear it out loud, then I'm okay and I can go on. But until I release, I'm not okay. I'm holding it within. So with that being said, everybody needs an outlet. It's not good to hold things in. The more you hold in, the more you're dangerous to yourself, because you don't know the outcome and you don't know what you may do. We don't never want to do something to someone or anyone that we cannot get back. That's why a lot of people are in jail, because of emotions, and they don't know how to deal and cope with their emotions, and you end up doing something and now you serving life, and it's like, I was just upset at the moment, or I was feeling sad, or it was unexpressed anger and it just went left real fast. That's not good. Don't hold things in. Talk to somebody, find you a good outlet. That's why my show is Let's Talk About It with Shay, because I want to talk about everything. I want to talk about the good, the bad, the ugly, the naked truth. You hear me saying a lot of my videos. My videos are live, raw, and uncut, because you need to know. You see me with my guests and you'll see us having fun. You'll see how we are when we're just being social, and we have a little drinks. It's a lot. It's everything, and you'll see everybody's opinion and outlet. And sometimes somebody might take over the show, but it's okay, because we're talking about it with Shay and we're letting it out. It's better out than in. And so that's what, let's talk about it, because guess what, we talk all the time. Whether we laughing or we joking or we serious, but this is a serious topic. And we have to be serious. It's serious for the person that's going through it, and it's serious for the crutch. But it's serious, y'all. And we have to learn how to cope when we're the person that's carrying the burden. And the first thing you have to do is recognize that you're carrying the burden of somebody else's. That's not your burden. That's not your problem. Yes, you can listen and you can give words of encouragement, but when it starts being too much and it's constantly, you have to release. Because you cannot help that person when you're wallowing with that person. Now, both of y'all are walking disaster. 2 walking disasters. Woo! That's scary. That's really scary. So, for the person that's depressed, you need an outlet. You need to get some help, and you just need to learn how to cope, because coping is a mechanism that we all have to learn how to do. We have to learn how to cope with things and what life brings us, because guess what? Life is not easy. It's never going to be easy. You're going to have your good days, your bad days, your up days, your down days, your I don't know days, and Lord help me days. And it's okay. It's natural. It's natural, but it's what you do to get through those days. Wallowing in your mess ain't helping nobody. Because after a while, you're going to get tired of waddling. And guess what? You're deeper, and you get yourself in something you can't get yourself out of. We only get one chance at this thing called life. One. And so, which leads to, how do we cope when we're the crutch? Because sometimes we got to learn, we always know how to help the depressed person, but we got to learn how to help us when we're the person that's starting to carry that person's burden. We need to learn how to cope and how to let that go. So when you notice that your emotions are getting heavy, then you need to stop. And you need to think about it. And you need to say, wait, is this my problem? Or is this such and such problem? And I done brought it over here and made it my problem. When you answer that question for yourself, then you know how to proceed. Because if it's not your problem, let it go. Release. Unbutton. Let it go. Let it go. 2, pay attention to your body language. I did a show on the love language, which I'm probably going to do a part 2 of that, because I want everybody to pretty much give their own personal views and get what they need out. And love language is good, but knowing your own body language is even better. Body language. Know your body. Be in tune with oneself. Know yourself. Like the commercial, know your status. Know yourself. Know your highs. Know your lows. Know what makes you happy. Know what makes you sad. Know what makes you just zing. Know what makes you crazy and frantic. Know yourself. Know what gives yourself the anxiety. Know who gives you the anxiety. Know what situation you in to give you the anxiety. You know what I'm saying? Know yourself. Know your body. Know your body. You're supposed to know your body better than anybody. And when you know your body and your own language, then you can start speaking on love language in the next topic. But before you know you, yourself, and I, me, myself, and I. You know what I'm saying? Before you know you, before you can help or be in a relationship and know your love language, know yourself. Know your body language. Become one with yourself. My favorite one, what I've been saying all night, when you realize that ain't your burden, give it back. Here you go. Here go your burden. You can have it. You figure out your burden, because I got my own that I'm figuring out. And if I'm figuring yours out, when I'm going to figure mine out? And I can't figure the both of ours out. That's cold. I can't figure both of our burdens out. My burdens are mine. I got to give you yours back. And you figure them out. So we can do this thing called life and we can succeed in this life. First of all, let me help me. You help you. Because I can't help you if I can't help me. As simple as that. Give it back. And one thing for the person that's going through it and the person that's the crutch, meditation. You know, we don't know how serious meditation is, but meditation is serious and it's good for you. Meditation. You relax yourself. You calm yourself down. You're getting to know your body. You're learning yourself. You're learning how to cope. You learn how to figure these things out. You learn how to pick yourself up and wipe yourself off and get yourself back out in the game again. Self-meditation. Meditation is really, really good and helpful. You know, sometimes when I'm so angry and I go to the gym and I'm on the elliptical and I can zone out. And before I know it, I'm on the elliptical and I'm in another world. And I'm processing these thoughts. And honestly, while I'm processing these thoughts and these thoughts going through, sometimes I'm getting solutions to them. I have a solution. And I'm like, yes. And sometimes I could be on the machine, I go so hard and I get something and I shed a tear. And when I shed that tear, and it's like I release and I let it go and I start thinking, sometimes the tear just drop could be just tired. But I honestly think I don't relax and let stuff go. Let stuff go. Sometimes you let stuff go, you might have to shed that tear. But like the song say, I cried my last tear yesterday. I cried about that yesterday. That was yesterday, and I'm done with that. I ain't crying about it 2 days in a row. That ain't what we finna do. You finna get yourself back in the game. Shay, get yourself back in the game. That's what I tell myself. So, and you know how they say sometimes it's always somebody doing worse than you. And we don't want to really live by that motto because we don't want people to be doing worse than us or think it's okay or building ourselves up. But it is. And sometimes you say that because guess what? You need to be grateful. Grateful. You know, ups, down, be grateful. Let's take a break. I need some more Patty's pie. Don't y'all wish every day could be like Patty's pie? Sweet and savory. What if we had sweet and savory days every day? I could dig it. If I could be happy every single day, I could dig it. Yeah, I could dig it. But you know what? I'm probably not learning anything. Learning is wisdom. Wisdom is power. Power is knowledge. That's kind of cute. Kind of catchy. I like it. But yes, Patti, this pie is good. If every day could be like Patti's Peach Cobbler, we'd be good. This extra press too. Okay, break's over. But let's just draw a conclusion to this subject. Because let me ask you some questions. Pat, I think I need some water for this pie. It's really good, but I need some water to push it down. Okay. Serious. You're actually doing better than you think. And let me ask you some questions. Can you go outside without the fear of dying? Some people cannot go outside without the fear of dying. We have countries where they're literally blowing things up every single day. You don't know what you're walking into. I heard this story in some history book in one of my classes, and it was saying that it's a country that they don't really value girls. Girls are not of much value for them. So if the cattle gets loose and go into the landfill, the minefields, and they have little explosive out there, they'll send the girl. They'll send the girl out there to get the cattle. Because if one blow up, it's okay. It's okay. It was the girl child that passed away or lost their life. You don't want your boy out there. And that's really deep because I have a daughter myself, and I couldn't imagine sending my child out there to get the cattle, and I don't know if she's gonna make it back or not. Then I'll be having this video on rewind and play because I will have to learn how to cope. And I'll be taking my own advice. I'll be sleeping around my own front door because it's deep. But honestly, some people can't go outside. Some people can't go outside and know that they're going to make it home. That might not be you. So guess what? Be grateful. That's something to be grateful about. When you go outside, you know you're going to come back. You have life situations, but for the most part, you don't have a bomb as soon as you walk outside that just could explode right there. Be grateful. Did you eat something today? I just ate some Patty's pie. Good. But guess what? I ate something. 9 times out of 10, you ate something, but somebody out here didn't eat anything today. Somebody out here has went 2 and 3 days without any food. I looked it up online. They said 1 out of 8 people is starving. 1 out of 8. Line 8 people up, take 1 down. 8 people up, take 1 down. That's deep. Did you eat today? Be grateful. Do you hate your job? Do you wake up and be like, oh, I don't like the job, I don't like the people, I just go for the check? It's not really a bad idea. You need your check. Check help you have your roof and stuff. But without it being said, it's 11 million people without a job who would love to go to your job that you hate, that pays your bills, and if not all of them, most of them, who keeps the roof over your head, who keeps the vehicle gassed up, who keeps the vehicle paid. 11 million people who wants a job. It ain't even one person, it's a need a job. Because you need money and stuff to survive. Ain't nobody giving you nothing, and the stuff they give you, it ain't nothing to live off of. Be grateful. You have a job. Do you have a roof over your head? It's cold outside. I'm sitting in my studio with my heat on in a shawl because I'm cold. So I can only imagine someone that's sleeping under the overpass in this cold and they don't have a roof. The wind was so high one day, I was like this. But that's somebody else's reality. They're just out there in the cold. So, do you have a roof? Did you eat? Did you make it back home? Do you have a job? Be grateful. Be grateful. My favorite one. Did you fail at something? Did you? Did you absolutely just fail? You don't even know how it happened. You just failed. Well, guess what? That's a good thing. Because when you fail at something, it's a learning lesson. You failed, you learned something, and you're going to take what you learned and you're going to figure it out. You're going to get it together. You're going to achieve it. Now, you might fail twice. So that means you're going to take what you learned the first time, and then you're going to apply it with what you learned the second time, and then it ain't going to be no third time. Not 3 times. You get 2, but not 3 times. You start feeling 3 times, we got to rethink. So completely rethink it. Like remap it, revamp it, That ain't working. But in all honesty, we're gonna fail. And if you failed at something, learn from it. Don't get discouraged. Don't give up. Don't weep. Don't get weary. Push through it. You might not know the lesson. You might not know what you learned, but you will know as you keep going. And you'll say, you know what? When I failed at such and such, that was good. Because guess what? If I wouldn't have failed, I wouldn't have known how to do X, Y, and Z, which got me to where I am now. Thank God for favor and wisdom and strength. Because you got this and you can do it. And be grateful. Can you stand up? Were you able to get your phone, your tablet, anything, and hit buttons to get on this station or browse through YouTube or cook or eat? Do you have your limbs? Are they working? Good. Because somebody's limbs, they just there. They're not able to function with their limbs. Some of them don't even have them. You know how grateful they would be to have the one that you don't want? The one that you're ungrateful for? It's nothing like being able to do something for yourself. Not everybody can do for themselves. Be grateful. Be grateful. Motivate yourself. I can do it. I am great. I will achieve it. I have goals. I will accomplish them. I. Sometimes it's okay to be a little selfish for some fact. You got to get somewhere. You got to have your own personal growth. So when somebody do come to you with their burdens, you don't carry them. You can't just be picking up burdens again. You put them on your back and carrying them. No. Figure you out. Hit you, make you strong. So when that person comes, it's okay to say, yeah, I understand. Then after you do all that, you tell them, well, what you finna do now? How you gonna get yourself out of this? How you gonna fix the problem? What's your next step? Don't let nobody put their burdens on you. And if you want to be a good person to help them, you listen and then you come back and you ask them, now what are you gonna do differently or better to get yourself out of this situation? Because we're greater to better when we both are happy and not carrying all these burdens. And again, life's not easy. It's not meant to be easy. But you got to learn how to cope. And you got to learn how to keep going. And you got to learn how to fail and get back up. Well, you don't have to learn how to fail. You just got to learn how to get back up. That's it. Self-motivation. That's it. We got to live for ourselves. Because guess what? We only get one chance at this thing called life. We don't get two. I don't care what they told you. You get one chance at this thing called life. Only one. When it's over, it's over. You know, Tupac said it best. Why are we dying to live when we're just living to die? But we're dying to live because we want to accomplish something and we want to do things and we want to be great before we die. And great don't mean you made a book or CNN or the world's greatest. You want to be great knowing that you did something for you and you accomplished something in your life and you wasn't a burden on somebody else. Don't be a burden on somebody else and don't let nobody else be a burden on you. You are not nobody's crutch. You are not the burden carrier. You ain't putting problems in your backpack and putting them on your back. That's your problem. You put it in your own backpack and you put it on your own back and you carry it until you figure it out. Period. And if you need somebody, get help. They got medicine too. Get you some good medicine. They make stuff. They make coping mechanisms. But in all honesty, you know, carrying other people's burden is a true topic. It's real, and we don't realize that we carry other people's burdens when we need to let them carry their burdens. And if we're strong enough, we can try to guide them through their burdens. But first of all, they got to have intentions to guide themselves. They got to have intentions to want to do it themselves. They're going to have intentions to want to get out of their rut themselves. Self-motivation. Know yourself. You got this. You only get one chance. You got to be the best that you can be. Don't wallow. Say what you got to say. Cry your last tear yesterday. And tomorrow you get over it. Not get over it, but you learn to cope and deal and move forward. That's it. That's it. That's all I got for you guys. That was a good topic. And I'm happy that my subscriber brought that to me, because when I was looking at it and I was thinking, and I said, whoa, I can talk about this. I can go on and on and on about this, especially with some of this Patti pie with extra crust. Wish I had some ice cream. I don't need no ice cream. Patti, I don't need your pie at 10:30 at night. And I ain't been to nobody's gym in 2 weeks. Patti, I can't be eating your pie. Because you're going to have me carrying the burdens of that pie on my gut. Not going to do it. But it's been nice. And I enjoyed having this conversation with you guys. And if you guys have something that you want to talk about, or a topic or a suggestion, please leave it in a comment. If you didn't like this video, it's okay. You can still subscribe. And you can put thumbs up or thumbs down. Okay. If you like this video, stay subscribed. Leave a comment. Do a thumbs up. Either way, let's talk about it with Shay. Either way, let's talk about it with Shay. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you for your time. Thank you for talking about it with Shay. Again, if you have a topic, you want to talk about it, leave a comment, because I like to talk about it and I want to talk about it with you guys. And get you some of Patti's pie if you haven't. I know I'm about 2 or 3 years late, but it's okay, because I got something now and it's good. Thank you, Patti. Sure want some from your house at your oven though, but it's okay. Until next time, y'all be safe. Y'all be merry. Y'all be happy. Enjoy the holidays, because during the holidays we have a reason to snack and eat Patti's pie and Patti's banana pudding and all of Patti's little fattening food that's gonna sit on our gut. It's okay. It's okay. They got a gym. Go walk it out. We got our limbs. We can exercise it out. All right, bye guys. Have a good night and be safe. Self-motivate.